My name is Lisa Benz. I'm the owner and founder of a nonprofit named Second Shot, and I take pictures for animal rescues and animal shelters in the tri-state area. I started 12 years ago. I went to Owen County to photograph some animals with a friend of mine, Carolyn Evans. She was a photographer, company name was Photographer, and we were friends, and she was real into animal rescue, and I wanted to get into it. I had a consulting business that kind of ruled my life. I barely slept for about the 20 years that I was doing that, and I needed something to put a little bit of heart back in my heart. But then I started going in every weekend, and then it was every weekend and a couple times a week, and then it was every weekend and maybe 3 times a week. So as you can imagine, my consulting that was up here kind of started going down, and my volunteering efforts started going up. I just fell in love with it. It filled my heart with so much joy, and it was a great way to join my 2 passions, which are animals and photography. So that's when Second Shot was born. So we're now a nonprofit entity, and that's been about 10 years. I have appointments open every day at my studio. They sign up online for an hour shoot, and of course everything is free. And they just tell me about the dog and who they're bringing and who they're with, so I know how to tag the photo correctly. So we spend about an hour, and it usually, if the weather's great, it includes some shooting out in the fenced-in dog park at Allie's Walkabout, get some great outdoor photos. Then we take them down to the studio in the basement and play. So we have solid backgrounds and colorful backgrounds and lots of fun backgrounds that, and we'll dress the dogs up and just try to pick out things that'll match their personality. But I can tell you, for example, when I first started with the stray animal adoption program, for the first 3 years that I was shooting for them, their adoptions doubled in numbers. It helps people connect emotionally when they're on social media looking for the dog, and gets them adopted faster, which is less money and resources on the rescues and the shelters. It opens up a place for another dog to come in, and I guess that's the biggest impact. Like 65% of all the adoptions are coming from people that are looking online on social media. So it's kind of like a dating site, Figure Match or whatever those other ones on. You're not gonna put a crappy picture of yourself. You're not gonna get up in the morning and take a selfie and post it. You're not gonna take the worst picture ever. But a lot of times shelters and rescues don't have the time and the luxury because they are so overpopulated. Their staffing is so short. So all they're gonna post is a crappy picture. So you're not gonna swipe left or swipe right or whatever it is on that dog, right? It just makes sense. Follow Second Shot on Facebook and on Instagram, and I want them to share the pictures. Likes are nice, but I don't need them because it doesn't help the dog in any way. And I do all this work and don't get paid a cent. I've never taken a penny from the nonprofit. So the only way that does any good is if you share the pictures. Just the shares can help save a life. I always say seen equals saved. Oh, donate, please. You can go to my website, it's secondshot.pictures. There's ways to donate there. I appreciate every donation. Get in there, do some volunteering, do some fostering, do some good. Your heart can take it. I love dogs, and I did it. I go in the shelter every day. I meet these dogs, and I fall in love with every single one, and it breaks my heart. I cry all the time to see the abuse, but I can do it. So if you get into rescue a lot, you're gonna be saying maybe, God, I don't like people, because you see the abuse and the things that happen at the hands of people, but in the end, it's worth it. I've dedicated 12 years to it. And we need to get the volunteers and the rescues out there. We need everyone to spay and neuter their dog. We need help. So if you can do anything, do it. Take a dog on a day trip. Cincinnati Animal Care has this great program. You have a day off from work, a morning, go pick up a dog and play with the dog all day. You don't even have to go back and look at the crates and the barking dogs. They'll go get a dog for you, bring it to you, and you can take it and go get a pup cup and take it to the park and take it to White Castle and get it a treat, and it'll be their best day ever. This is Erica. I lost my 2 rescue dogs within 2 weeks of each other, and then I lost my brother. His name was Eric Allen, therefore Erica. I saw Erica on the Kenton County website, and I sometimes do transport for stray animal adoption program. So I thought she was a senior because she had this gray face and she was curled up in this tiny little ball. She was a stray. At the end, she was living on the street with a homeless man, and he disappeared, and he had left a note with her for the police. So the police took her to the shelter. And anyhow, so I was supposed to take her to the stray animal adoption program vet right away. And I kind of like her. So I take her home for a little bit and get to know her. And within about 15 minutes, I had called my parents and said, I think I fell in love again. Do you mind if I name her after your son? So that's how Erica came to be. And she's been perfect. I adopted her about 3.5 years ago, I guess, on my brother's birthday to honor him. Yeah.